I wanted to do the multi-me training because I think it's a fantastic way for people who are working with Imogen to understand Imogen's needs and understand what's important to her. She can't communicate with words, so the videos and the photos that we can put on the multi-me are fantastic for that.
I want to do it so that I can put all Edward's stuff in one place so I don't lose anything, and for people when we go through transition can find it all in one place.
I wanted to do the WikiMe because of the person-centred approach that fundamentally underpins it.
We are all family carers of people with learning disabilities ourselves, and I think that's the key bit about what we do, is we're experts by our own lived experience. I'm Gail Hanrahan and I am Programme Manager for OxFSN Family Support Network. The multi-me training that we did back in April to June this year, 2019, that was a parent, a parent came to us and said, look, I'm using this and it's great, it'd be great if you could run a course and put me in touch with the person that delivers the training. And so then he contacted me and we put in a bid for some funding jointly.
WikiMe is a toolkit that we've developed. Multi-me as a software company, we work with the RICS Centre and we've incorporated the RICS' Wiki tool, which has been used on its own apart from the WikiMe toolkit for some time in Oxfordshire now. Multi-me has also independently been used in various schools, colleges and other provider settings in Oxfordshire as well. So we wanted to bring them both together so that they sat on the same toolkit and dashboard. So the WikiMe toolkit is a blend of different tools that are designed to empower individuals in their self-advocacy, in their goal planning, and also day-to-day calendar coordination planning and involvement of their whole circle support. It's a closed and secure social network for the individual.
And so then we advertised it and we got a group of parents together. They had all done our person-centred planning course beforehand, so they had that basic understanding of person-centred thinking and some of the tools that they could use, which fitted absolutely perfect with the multi-me software, because the RICS Wiki is that somewhere to put the person-centred plan. It's somewhere to store all that information that you've gathered. When we do the training around person-centred planning, we talk about using the tools giving people the tools to gather all that information that they need to go in a plan and to focus on the detail. And the Wiki Multi-me gives you that place to put it all in a really sensible kind of everything in one place.
One thing that you've got with the wiki that no other sort of health service brings is video. Video of a weird type of seizure or a specific procedure with your person, and that is really valuable.
How many times have you turned up to a paediatric appointment and the poor paediatrician's sitting there and they've not got the file? I mean, that has happened to me so often. They've sent down for the file at the JR and it hasn't appeared. So this poor paediatrician who's kept you waiting for an hour and a half knows that they've got another 7.5 hours worth of people sitting there, and they look for the file and they say, I'm really sorry, but the file hasn't arrived. Can you tell me why you're here today? So I think, with a wiki, like Silvana was saying, just hand your phone over and go, I'm really sorry you haven't got the file. Completely get it's not your fault, but here's a start.
What I have found, apart from keeping records, etc., which would be immensely beneficial for me, this is an amazing communication tool for Cara. She is verbal, she can speak, it takes time, and for people to tune in can take longer. She's at the stage where she is trying to be incredibly independent of me, which is amazing, and is attending many functions on her own. And yet those people only so far have seen certain facets of this young lady. and think she can't do things or she should be treated in certain ways. If she had her wish, it would be all Harry Potter and Disney. This tool has enabled them to see that there are many, many more things she can do, and sometimes she underplays it and all help me, and they have seen a totally different side of her, which means just in the past 3 or 4 weeks, their relationship to her has gone to a totally different level, and she has come up to that level without any difficulty whatsoever. So it's been an absolute boon for her.
You can see the value of it. You know, when somebody goes into hospital, they often just start again at the beginning with assessments and things like that, whereas all the information is known, it's just not known to them. And they spend 6 months getting to know the person, don't they? Whereas it's all there, and they can see the person as they are with their families and in their community.
From looking at the pictures, we can tell immediately how well he is or he isn't, which is really interesting. Which you don't get that information from people necessarily that don't know your child very well. Actually having pictures, the pictorial stuff is the key stuff. You see the person, and you know, if you look at James' central picture, you know, it's under a band of, you know, I'm human too. You actually see the human being and the person-centeredness. You know, for me, it's a real must, and it's just such an asset for professionals that use it.
I think it's especially important when people are out of county in a hospital. You phone up at night and you say, how's the day been? And you often just get something like, there's been no issues. So you can see, you know, with a parent, when you get this kind of these photos through, it's like, you know, Christmas is coming. It's such a reassuring thing to see.
Nathaniel obviously has loads of needs and he's very complex, and we always want new carers coming in. We try to have really long-term carers and everything, but training a new carer takes up to 3 months, and at the moment we have to have the 2 carers that he already has and then try and train a new person. So any time we can shave off that 3 months would be great. And so we've made quite a few, we're getting to more, but videos on how to do things with Nathaniel. And obviously we can write down things on paper and tell people how to do things. But when routine is this important to our children, to keep them happy and to keep them safe and happy in what's happening, you have to really be confident in what you're doing and know exactly what it is that you need to do. And so these videos that we're making they're just so helpful in showing new people how to do the things that they need to do each day. So obviously a collection of those will speak so much more than any words that we can write down or say to people. And I think that's why this is so important and it works so well. Yes, and that's why we're really happy to be starting to use it.
Can I ask that? Do you think you get a better sense of the...
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you'll be able to see the person. And also especially for me, we often see people kind of when things are really hard for them, so actually to see what it was like before and what we're kind of aiming to get back to is really helpful.
So all we get is a piece of paper.
This is him not being
Referral.
Yeah.
So we ask people to fill in a lot of paper. You know, we're trying to gather a lot of data. If we could find ways of adding that to goals and making it easy for people, and then we're just pulling it straight off a system again, that's going to save us a lot of time.
It's just great to be able to connect professionals and families together so that we all work together to give Otis and the user the best care that we can as a team, really. And I think that's what's important, is that we all work as a team together. And with the WikiMe, it helps to make that happen. And it's quite difficult to make that happen. So I think that this software is really fantastic for that, because it does connect everybody together.
This will speak for Carl, and she's got all her photos and videos when I'm not around. She can just, press it and say, this is what my room is like. I'm not going into a room with nothing that belongs to me. That kind of thing. It is her voice. And primarily, I certainly not access it, but the videos, the pictures, they speak more than 1,000 words. Yeah, and that's the way
Give them kids and which friends are you going to choose this time? I'm going to take a picture. Actually take one. And I need to press it there. That's it. Camera around, or we can take a picture of all of you. What do you think? Should we take? Yeah, she did.